Attention, we do accept super chats, memberships, and all money earned goes directly back into the channel to allow for more giveaway prizes and perks for our viewers and listeners.
Attention, we do accept super chats, memberships, and all.
We'd like to thank our channel members, Saggy Melons, Benson, Resident Justice, Prakash Swain, DC Talk with Extended, That One Carlos, Caden Reed, Nick Carr, John Rodell, Justin Hines, Billy Robert, Adam Silvestri, Kiki Sphincter, Sean Adame, Nick DePalma, Roblox Marvel Ultimate, and Rhea. And remember, folks, be respectful. Hey, who's got two thumbs that had no trouble getting Spider-Man No Way Home tickets? This guy. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to episode 51 of JIVIN with Jack. And I also welcome all the different genders all across the spectrum. It's a special day. Why, you ask? Because I'm wearing a sweater. But we are talking about Restore the Snyderverse. We are talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. It just got greenlit for 3 more sequels. Now you're saying, Jack, those are just 2 topics. We have other stuff to talk about, but I doubt we'll be able to get through it all. I am very excited. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. Even if you're overseas and don't celebrate Thanksgiving, we appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look, we're doing a giveaway. In fact, Ty has a giveaway. He's giving away a pair of, he's giving away a microphone. Folks, all you have to do to become a member is pay as little as $2.99 a month. That's it. That's all. And he's going to be giving away a HyperX Quadcast microphone valued at $150. You got to be in either tier 2 or 3. You still have time to become a member. And he'll be doing the announcement, the winner, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Folks, before we get started, I do have to make an announcement. Unfortunately, over the weekend, I found out Austin will no longer be my co-host. It's a complex matter. So at the moment, Austin is no longer with Pop Culture Corner. However, me wasting no time, I did find a new co-host who will be joining me today. So, folks, give a warm Pop Culture Jivin' with Jack welcome to my new co-host, Benedict. Benedict, come on in. Benedict, you're muted. I'm sorry, Benedict is new at this. Ben, there we go.
Hey, how you doing, man? Hey.
Hi, Ben. Oh, welcome to Pop Culture Corner. How are you doing?
Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Ben, I know you're new to the whole YouTube thing. Basically, you're going to be replacing my former co-host, Austin Lean.
Yeah, that's right.
So basically, you're talking to the camera. You're going to speak. I want to thank you for being. You remind me of someone. Anyway, doesn't matter. But yes, I'm told you are a fan of comic books and movies, and you've even seen a few TV shows.
I've wandered the lands. I've walked the fields. I've been in the things that they call the theaters.
Yeah.
And I've seen a few things in my life. Yeah. I got some good things to talk about. I see some guy going by the name of Benson's in this chat here.
He's trouble. Benson, be nice to our new
John from Hall & Oates. Yeah. Yes. That is I get that a lot, apparently. That is a common phrase.
And Benson, this is just for you. I'm not even going tonight, but here we go.
There you go.
I want to say hi to Benedict. Looked like an '80s drug dealer. Well, we don't want to get into we don't want to get into Benedict's past, but
I can't really talk about my past. It's neither here nor there. All I can tell you is that I'm wanted for several crimes in the Czech Republic.
The Czech Republic.
The
Too
Czech
many
Republic.
chicks in the Czech Republic.
No,
But
it's not. I didn't go to the Czech Republic. I went to the Czech Republic.
Oh, the Czech Republic. Okay.
That was That's a whole. It's an island. It was owned. It was a guy by the name of Steinstein was involved. Anyways, move on.
Let's say hi to let's see, Tyler Roberts, our Lord and Creator, is here. We have Mladkin Kulik. Mladkin, welcome back. Benson, of course. Benson also sent a $5 super chat. Benson, I'm hesitant to put it up because I'm not sure what that means. Sam Williams.
Benson's, I'll address this once the bit is over.
Once the bit is over, we will address this. John, I haven't seen you on here before, at least on Jivin with Jack. Let me know how to pronounce your real name. Is it Uchiha? Achiha? Let me know. Just like spell it phonetically. I'd like to get everyone's name correct.
Unchinchilla.
Chinchilla. He's got a chinchilla coat. But everyone, we are going to get hard into Snyderverse. We're going to go hard into Spider-Man. Unfortunately, I was not able to do a show last Tuesday. I had a medical issue. It's been cleared up. I can now walk like a normal human being and not like I have drugs up my bum. But here we go. What is this? What? Oh, no cursing. Sam Williams.
Somebody said these are women's glasses. Hey,
you know what?
It takes a certain man to pull off women's glasses like these, okay?
I don't know what Benedict's preferred gender is. Maybe his. Marlon, Eric, thank you so much for being here today.
That's premium leather. That's right.
Have you been asleep for a few days? Yeah, man. That was Thanksgiving. Well, we had Thanksgiving on Thursday, so there was no show. I ate a lot of food. Benedict, how was your Thanksgiving?
We don't celebrate Thanksgiving in my house.
Oh, okay.
It was the National Benedict Fight Club of Traders Underground. Well, I can't. You know the rules of Fight Club. You can't talk about Fight Club, but I kind of just gave it away. But it was a big Fight Club. There was no Thanksgiving here. We don't believe in the Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I had turkey, mashed potatoes, all the whole 9 yards. I had 2 plates.
Oh, I had some turkey too.
Yeah,
some turkey some turkey from the flesh.
Yeah.
Of some weaklings that I beat up in my basement.
Yeah, hemorrhoids are serious. Actually, it was not a hemorrhoid, but I did have to go under the knife for a brief 5-10 minutes. So, but it was fine. It wasn't hemorrhoids though. It was something worse. Was my turkey on the dark side? So
that's racist. That is just racist.
That is
First
racist.
of all, I'd like to call this out. I'd like to stop this right here. This is first of all, it's my first time on the show. Okay. I don't know why I just look, that is just racist. That's just racist. Let's all calm down here. I understand that Jack is a little bit on the tanner side of the skin line, of the, complexion thing. But, that doesn't mean he likes all things dark. I mean, come on.
No. But it was actually pretty dark because we marinate it in spices and what we call masala. It's like a mix of spice and liquid for like 3 days. Juicy and spicy. I mean, it is spicy, but it was really good. And we've been giving it away because people always want to try our turkey. Everyone, all the whites, as I call them, they like to have hey, we want to try spicy Pakistani turkey. So yeah, I gave them some, and we did lunch and dinner. So we start around 2 p.m. and then take a break, watch a movie, take a nap, and then we have dinner again. But yeah, it was pretty good. Benedict looks like someone from Vice City. Yes, he does.
Hey, I cannot believe I was playing that. I was playing that this weekend. I was thinking there's a lawsuit coming. These guys basically blazed half the characters off of me in my life. It's a true story, all of those things that happened to those characters. I
blew through 3 and Vice City in one weekend. I've never done that. I just blew through it because I knew what to do because I played these games so many times.
What did you blow through again, Jay?
I blew through GTA 3 and Vice City. Benedict.
Not a pile of dicks, huh?
Yeah, Benedict, this is a family show. We keep things
I'm sorry. Is it my bad? I'm so sorry.
No bad language.
I've had a couple agaves. I'm feeling a little tipsy.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and make a confession. I'm always drunk when I'm doing Jivin with Jack.
I'm always, exactly.
So people are saying, why aren't you slurring your speech? Because I am dyslexic, but when I'm drunk, I speak normally.
You know, it's like that scene from the Hulk in the Avengers movie. Or he looks at him and they tell him, do your thing. He says, I'm always angry. I'm always drunk. That's the bit. It's the thing. I'm like Johnny Depp from, oh, wait, he's canceled. I can't mention him anymore.
Yeah, we can't mention Johnny Depp. But Benedict, the people have been waiting. And folks, this is not a joke, though. Every episode of Jivin with Jack, for some reason, gets demonetized. Whether it's something we said, whether we showed a Britney Spears in a scantily cowed outfit. Every episode is demonetized. So actually, the super chats do help us a lot. You know me. We'll try to answer as many questions as we can. But let's get to it.
Oh, wow. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Whoa. That was wild. You know, listen, he moved in last Tuesday right before the holiday. We found him. He's homeless here in Vegas, and we wanted to, offer a good hand, because he's homeless. It's the holidays. We want to give him a place to stay. Yeah. And he's I'll be honest, he's overstayed his welcome a little bit. He's become a bit of a nuisance. So, but he had me tied up in the garage. Anyways, how are you, Jack? How's your holiday?
In a good way, I hope. I've been doing pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Listen, apparently, I didn't know this until right before we started. We're going to talk about Snyderverse. We're going to talk about all the clues, what it means. Yeah. I saw you talk about it with Enosh. I saw Jarvo talk about you and Enosh talking about it, and with Ty. And I know everyone's gone over it, but I'm expecting that, hey, I still want to talk about it. I get my views out there. Thanksgiving, I had a lot of eggnog. I had a lot of mimosas. I don't remember it too well. I ate a lot of food. But anyway, something happened this last 3 days. You and Caden mentioned a war, and you weren't talking about Call of Duty.
No, not Warzone. No, man. Look, yeah. And I know this is Jivin. It's so funny. Look, and yes, here we go. This is it, Benson's. This is the moment you've been waiting for. We're addressing it. It was a weekend, man. It was a weekend.
Can I bring up that comment real quick? I don't know. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, yes, please bring it up.
I would do want to thank Ben. If you can find it, he give it $5. Thank you, Ben. £5. That's like $30, by the way, because the American dollar sucks right now. But that's like a lot of money.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I came down with
hold your horses.
Bronchitis.
Look at that.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
How are you?
But no, I came down with bronchitis, so I'm just gaining my voice back and stuff. But look,
what happened?
So this weekend, here's what happened. Mm-hmm. I think there was a lot revealed just about this Snyder fandom in general. For those of you that don't know, Zack Snyder posted a photo on Thanksgiving. Hey, Sam's going, OMG, here we go.
There we go.
It's going there. There we go. Which, if you do ask me, it's a little burnt. It's just a tad burnt. But you know what? I'm okay with it because I like my turkey a little toasted. If you know, if you know what I'm saying. But
you like that dark meat, yeah.
Hey, but look. So obviously there's that. If you can see in the little left-hand corner there, there is a picture. It's the book Final Crisis, the omnibus, the full book, as well as one of his leather-bound things that he has for his storyboards.
Yeah.
So this sent the fandom into an absolute frenzy. And starting Thursday night, Thanksgiving night of all nights, things had gotten pretty rowdy. So basically what you had is a select group of the fandom, people with a large following, people who are, I would say, quote unquote, considered leaders in the movement. Mercury, Geralt, certain other leaders decided to take this as the assumption that this means the Snyderverse is restored and run with it. Jerome, for example, put out a very, very specific tweet that said the Snyderverse is back. I'm back. We're back. All this stuff. Mercury was pushing a lot of these things too. It just became, it was like, look, no one's saying that, like, of course, right? We know Zach has teased things, and we can take the picture down. I know it's nice to stare at a turkey and all, but you know, look, we know Zach teases things before. We know he's done things. You know, we know he's done things to tease us. Yeah. That doesn't mean every single. Oh God, did we already cuss? The show's already demonetized, right? So
yeah, whatever.
Okay, cool. Not every fucking photo is a tease, people. Guess what? A couple months ago, homeboy posted a photo of the red camera that the company gave to him after shooting Army of the Dead. Oh my God, Justice League 2 is happening. Like, that's basically what happened. These people created this, you know, these people created this whole narrative.
Yeah.
Of it's coming back and it's happening. And it's funny because basically these guys are, and I know Matt Jarbo has said it before, and I completely 100% agree with him. They are the QAnon of the Snyder movement. Yeah. And so it turns into this whole thing, right? Yeah. And obviously, if you know the people that Pop Culture Corner is associated with, people like Enosh, people like Jarbo. Excuse me 1 second while I die.
Hey, Master.
Anyways, hey, Master gets. I'll text you today. I'll be on there this week for sure. So it turned into this whole thing of that. You know, like I said, you know us, even Ty, right? We even know Ty likes to sit around and call out Doomcock.
Yeah.
When we can. So Jarbo's approach, my approach, RJ's approach, and Saggy Melon's approach was that of the same mindset. These guys have become basically like the bottom of the barrel, worst of the worst of the fandom. And
careful, Austin, you're talking about my audience.
Whoa, no, I'm not. No.
The horribles, the toxics.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot. Hey, I love you, MSK. I love you, bro. But
thank you. Wow.
That's MSK, man. We love MSK. Go check out Master Sweet. He does some great live streams and panels and watch parties. He's been doing a lot of watch parties recently. So make sure and check him out. Caden, if you could drop a link to his channel, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
No, so it just became this whole thing of like, we decided we should be calling these people out. We should be talking about Gerard. We should be talking about Mercury. We should be talking about Zod Rider, who held a fucking stream last night in ignorance. And I know him and Saggy patched things up and all of that. I still have my own personal issues with that guy. I don't like him. He's the worst. Absolutely, MSK. Ask whatever you want. Hey, Andrew, what's up, man? You know, but people like these guys are incredibly toxic to the community. And I think it's underestimated how many people follow and how many people believe these people, how many people agree with these people. That was kind of the argument. And I've backed off on this in that, look, I don't think the majority of the Snyder fandom is toxic. But it's certainly, I'm seeing more toxicity right now than I am. What will happen with Saggy? Basically, Saggy called all this stuff out. She said it's not right. And on top of it, here's the thing. When Jarbo called this stuff out, people went after Jarbo hard. People went after me. I was in on Point Dexter Lounge, the night of all of this happening and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Was it Thanksgiving night?
like this was Thanksgiving night, and so
Yeah.
Enosh was kind of on the other side of the argument, and the chat was they were mad. They were not. If you disagree that it was not the return of the Snyderverse, people were very, very upset at you. Let's see. Let me read.
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm kind of leaning that it might mean something, but I don't know. I mean, it could, but like,
So
yeah,
I
go
would,
ahead.
and MSK, I'm going to address this right next because this is basically my mini jacket attack.
Do you want the jacket?
This is it. Stay here. Stay here. We're gonna. This is calm. We need to keep my anxiety down because I've already been upset all weekend. So MSK says, so I'm not trying to make anyone mad, but I just want to say one thing. Snyder fans ask for the cut, they get the cut, and now it's like they ask for 50 other things. Oh, you mean they sound like spoiled little children in a mall who got something and now want the rest of the mall? You're absolutely right, MSK. You're 100% right. I couldn't agree with you more. I've been saying it all weekend. So here's the thing. Matt Jarbo brought all this stuff up. He did a stream about it. People went into Matt Jarbo hard. They went into his past. They brought up tweets and stuff from 10 years ago. It was just
trying to cancel him, huh?
Yeah, it was. Of course, that's just what they do. What the great, hopeful, and inspiring Snyder community does. And so that's what we were trying to point out is, look, these guys are quote unquote leaders. Well, so are we technically. So I believe Jarbo. I believe Enosh is a leader in the movement. I believe these guys, they're leaders because they have says, they have voices, they have reach. So what we were trying to say is we should be calling that other side out. Now, I admit I may have gone a little too far in saying that I thought it was a majority of the movement and stuff like that. And I've since kind of backed off on that argument. I don't think it's the majority. But here's the thing. People dug into Jarbo. Saggy defended Jarbo, said it wasn't right, said this isn't right of the Snyder movement. This isn't what the Snyder movement is about. If you're a Snyder fan, you should know better. And then people went after her hard. Oh, what's up, Bradley? How you doing, guy? So yeah, people went after her. They started telling her to off herself, all these terrible things, talking about her race. Now, I don't know if it was the accounts Geralt and Mercury. I think they've since said that it was not them. They were fakes and stuff, but it was people acting as them.
Yeah.
It was a lot. So Saggy took a lot of heat unnecessarily. Boy. Then this whole narrative got turned into like we're trying to group all the good Snyder people with them, which we never said. We just wanted people to call out the bad stuff. It was a lot. I do want to take a second before because the chat's getting pretty wild. I do want to see what's going on here. When the movement was just to, or let's go up to Benson's chat up here. And sorry, 1 second. So the guy in the clown mask, Max Entertainment, called Matt a gaslighter. He needs to put big boy pants on and remove the mask. Now, look, from what I've heard, they've resolved their issues. They're good. I was on that stream for a moment as well. I could barely get a word in because Enosh and Darth Lunga were going at it. But I disagree with Max 100%. Matt was not gaslighting anyone. That's the other argument that was trying to be made was like, I understand. I think one or two people might have said, move on or just get over it and stuff. I'm not personally one to say that. I'm not going to tell anybody move on. I'm just not going to listen or care or get involved as much. I obviously love what you love, do what you want. But in no way was Matt Jarbo telling anyone to move on or get over it. He was simply calling out the bullshit that was happening. And that's the thing. We've been laughing about it all weekend because it's like this entire thing happened over people stating some facts and, because other people want to believe a certain thing because they like it so much, getting upset about it. MSK says, when the movement was just to get Zach's cut, is that moving the goalposts? Like we can fault people for saying to move on when most people said we wanted originally one thing. No, I don't think so, actually, MSK. And look, like I said, this whole movement started with the intention of two things: to bring to life a director's original creative vision that was taken from him in the middle of production, and for Snyder to have some closure around what happened with him and his daughter. That movie does end with For Autumn. There's a lot of emotional things, and his heart and soul was put into that movie. And people now are just acting, like I said, like little kids. You're not acting like adults.
I mean, I want the Snyderverse destroyed. I'm still hoping for it. Sure. But, this happened where, I remember when Suicide Squad came out, the Suicide Squad, a lot of people were refusing to see it. They're like, nope, we're not going to see this. We're not going to see Shazam 2. We're not going to see any more movies until Zack is back. And it seems, it's apparent for the time being that Zack has moved on. He's working on Rebel Moon. He's working on the Army of the Dead franchise. He's getting a lot of, leeway that he had never gotten before from Netflix. And part of us should be happy that the guy's, it's not like he's sitting at home doing nothing. The guy's working on a new franchise. The guy's working on new stuff. Does that mean I still want the Snyderverse? Absolutely. It could mean something. The Final Crisis, I'm not familiar with the comic book. I understand it's Darkseid's invasion. Look, here's my theory. I'll give you my theory, possible theory. Number one, he might have gotten a phone call. Okay,
look, and that's to bring up, that's to bring up the next point. Look,
he saw that maybe the Snyderverse movement is look, he still wants to do these movies. Let's get that wrong. He loved these characters. Maybe this is a way of just getting hype back up because there was the anniversary and he posted this.
Or maybe he likes the fucking book.
Maybe
he likes put it in the background of other pictures. Yeah. He does other pictures. Like that was our thing. Is like this whole thing has gone to a thing of like, dude, this isn't about Snyder anymore. This isn't about the goodness of your heart. This isn't for a good cause. This is an entitlement. This is people being entitled and acting like they can have whatever they want by screaming for it at the top of their lungs like little kids.
Yeah.
And I want to just, like, MSK brought up another good point in that I'm all for people being optimistic. Be hopeful. If you want something, want it. Like, that's totally fine. For you to come out and start a narrative and start saying it's back and start telling everybody else that says no, it's not, because factually there's no evidence of it, that they're crazy and that they're liars and that they're like all crazy stuff, dude. I mean, he says, like, I'm all for people being optimistic for it returning. I believe it won't, but you can't fault people for saying move on when most of the people who move it said they just wanted the exactly.
Let me address this. Nova Joe. I think he still wants to do the movies. I think that if he were given the right circumstance, he'd come back and do it. He said it himself. But do I think he's not going to do anything? No, because he already has. He's already made one movie. He's produced a prequel movie. He's involved with Rebel Moon. He's kind of moving on, but moving on doesn't mean that, look, circumstances change within 1 year. They say, hey, Zach, what would you want to do for Justice League 2 now that we've changed things? They might have that conversation. Maybe. And I'm still for it. However, yes, you're right. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers who are 100% convinced. And I think part of the reason is it's a little bit of life imitating art, imitating life. For years, people said there was a Snyder cut. For years, people made fun of him. Like, no, there is no Snyder cut, you effing weirdos. You strange idiots. There is no Snyder cut. People saying it doesn't exist. And all of a sudden, we got proven right. Like, yeah, there is a Snyder cut, and here it comes. So I think it's history repeating himself. We're being told he's not come back. We're like, yes, he is. Yes, he is. And look, it's human nature. If you ever study people,
guys, that's the thing.
Look for patterns.
We don't know, but like to be coming up with all of this stuff of like, he definitely is. And these things of like, oh, okay, this is where I'll get into Zod because I can't stand that fucking guy. So let's go.
Who's Zod?
Zod Rider, who decided to do a stream last night on the wonderful Saggy Melons in complete ignorance of the situation that happened. He just tried to talk out of his ass. It was really funny to watch. And then when she got on there, he was basically quiet it was just great. Anyways, this guy is one of the also like main things. And MSK brought it up again. Zod was one of the main people that when this Suicide Squad came out, he was criticizing the crap out of it before it came out. He was, talking about the conspiracy theories with Marvel and James Gunn. He was doing all of this stuff. And then he's a hypocrite, and he goes on other streams and acts like he never did it, acts like he, never came up with this stuff. He does the same thing with The Flash, came up with conspiracy stuff about The Flash, talks trash about Warner Brothers, then goes on a stream and says, speaking of Max, goes on a Max stream and basically says, I'm going to give it a chance. Well, you didn't say that a week ago, dude, when you said you're going to be, boycotting WB, that you think Andy Muschietti doesn't know what he's doing. So that's the thing. These guys have all become, and they have followings. People are acting like, just calling them out.
Hate is attractive. I hate to say it. Lack of a better word.
I
checked out. Speaking of which, guess what? Doomcock is crapping on Star Trek, the new season of Star Trek Discovery, and I was kind of agreeing with him. I was like, and all of a sudden I'm watching, and he's already got like 10,000 views. The video, hate is attractive, and if I knew how to channel hate so I could get more views, I'd do it, Austin. I was joking. I wouldn't.
I know that. I know, Jack. I know you would. No.
Kathleen Kennedy is on her way out. I have been told.
I'll tell you right now, that woman, I don't know if she's been fired for the past 3 years.
Yeah, I know.
Basically, what happened is they fired her, and then they stuck her in the janitor's closet as a tiny little home. She's been unable to find work or a place to live since. But look, first of all, I do want to shout out the chat. Thank you, everyone. In the chat, it's pretty lit. It's pretty active. Very 20 people are here right now.
Look at that.
Thank you guys so much. But yeah, so basically this whole thing just kind of spiraled out of control. I think you did see some, certain true colors displayed and stuff like that. BlackRock says, never seen a director like Snyder till posting pics about the DC universe. I'm okay with that, but I'm looking forward to stuff over Netflix. Yeah, and look, that's what Zach does. He likes, Anthony says that's what Zach does. He likes teasing people. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it either. Again, I think that, teasing is fine. I'm just, over this whole thing of like, it's a definite thing. The dude teases stuff all the time. Yeah. For all we know, dude, he could be referencing some stuff for Rebel Moon because that's his next film. That's about to
next
be going
project.
into
Not so much people at first. It didn't start with this, but he posted this on the was it the 5th anniversary or 4th anniversary of the release of Justice League? He posted this, and then some people noted that this scene 2791 W5 Whiskey 5 is the part where he's like ready the Armada. Could it mean something? Maybe, or maybe, and I've said this. Maybe Zach is just trying to get the hype up again. He's getting people worked up. He knows that the fan base it's in the hands of the fan base. There is a merger happening. So, folks, I'm not against you fighting, but when you start attacking each other, that's you're hurting the movement.
Especially when you start attacking people,
personal, racial, or gender attacks or anything like that.
Especially when you start attacking people who are literally just saying the truth. Like we're just saying a simple. Yeah. I think I literally yelled. That was one of the few things I got in on the Max stream.
Prakash here?
We yelled. Hey, what's up, Prakash? Hey, RJ is here. We love RJ. RJ and I went through a lot this weekend. RJ, I can't wait. I'll tell you what. RJ's coming to Vegas to see Spider-Man with me here. I can't wait to give that kid the biggest hug ever. I feel like we've been through so much and we've never even met. It's so great.
I can say the same thing about you and me.
I know, you too, man. You too. But RJ, look, RJ took RJ and Saggy took a lot this weekend unnecessarily, unfairly. That's a good thing. I know, dude, you had school and stuff, so trust me when it's probably good for your blood pressure.
How old is RJ?
He's old enough to drink. I can tell you that.
Okay, all right. Well, okay. I'm not like a 16-year-old you invited.
Hey,
Gator,
get the clip ready. Get the clip ready. You know what he's old enough to do?
I just want to see some tongue. I just want to see some. I'll pay for it. Just give me some tongue.
Get the tongue in.
Happy birthday to you.
You're gonna rod that dick. All right. Shout out to Bradley for showing me that wonderful scene.
You get to see it if you become an exclusive member. We'll put it on.
Yeah, if you become. Well, you're gonna have to talk to RJ about that. I don't know if you
look who's here! Look who's here!
Oh God!
Everyone's back. Leonardo's back. Integrity's here. Benton's
here.
You
know what? I'm shutting this down because this is my only JIVIN with Jack is my only connection to the channel at this point, so I don't have much to lose. I love you, Ty. I do. I'm sorry. I'm not trying. So you can tell me to shut up at some point. But Integrity, dude, get over yourself. Get over yourself. Like, bro, I understand it. I get it. Want it. Hope all you want. You need to come back to reality because right now it's not fucking happening. Period. It's not happening right now. It's not. It's not. That's the reality. You're in the fantasy. I'm in the reality. And then you go on streams looking to start shit and acting all innocent with your, I'm just saying Zach is back. Chill, like, dude.
If he was back, this movie would be years away. I mean, he still has to start filming Rebel Moon. Look, I want it back. And maybe, who knows? Like I said, at worst, maybe this is his way of teasing the fans. And hey, the Snyderverse movement's kind of maybe mellowing out. Boom, put this up, get fans excited again. But if you guys start attacking each other, it's gonna hurt the movement. I want to see it back. Look, I uploaded all these photos that I forgot to click on. Didn't Henry Cavill do an interview recently, and he a lot of people thought that there was like hidden coded messages in it or whatever. Henry Cavill just gave an interview to like Vanity Fair or something, and apparently said, I still want to play.
I want to say, RJ says, I'm telling you, I'm going to fall off the mechanical dick, and I'll be right there to catch you, RJ. I'll be right there to catch you.
His. Boom.
Whoa, hey, Jack! Golly!
Oh, now it's gone too far. Now it's gone too far, apparently. Oh, boy.
Geeks, yes. Hey, man, I'm so down to play. I want to play Fort with you and Saggy. I think that would be a really entertaining stream. Let's see. Integrity all follows. Okay, I'm just ignoring Integrity at this point. I'm waiting for Matt to invite me on. So, okay. You all said the sender cut wasn't happening. First of all, I don't know about the sender cut. Second of all, you probably don't know me because I said the Snyder cut was happening for years. But guess what? That was a completed movie, my guy. That was something that definitely had more likeliness of happening than 2 sequels.
And by the way, it wasn't as completed as we thought it was.
Yeah.
It was like everyone said, it was like a finished movie sitting on a shelf. It wasn't. It took them about a year almost, about 11 months to finish doing the post-production work on the Snyder Cut. So a lot of the rumor was, it's a 100% finished sitting on a shelf. We know that wasn't the case. Zach worked from basically all of 2020 at home on the Snyder Cut. There was a lot of work that had yet to be done. Integrity is awesome. Yeah, Integrity, I'm sorry about that. Austin does a lot of drugs, so
or I'm just a realist. And
you're a realist. Look, like I said, I am hardcore. I wanted some, but I'm also a realist. It'd be years away. Years away.
That's why I'm saying something is because I saw him on other streams. I know he's cool here. He's cool here. I'm not saying, but I saw him last night on Zod's stream, and I called him out, and I told him to chill multiple times. I see him everywhere. So that's where I stand. That's why I called it out. I agree with Resident. What's the sender cut? Let's see. Everybody said hello. Geeks, I wish I was in Vegas. Man, I wish you were in Vegas too. Austin. Okay, well, I don't want to look. I don't want to get everyone, or I don't want to start calling everyone too many names. Get it too out of hand here. Oh my gosh. Integrity is not about you insulting me. It's just about what you say to other people in the chat, how you overdo it, how you insult other people, specifically my friends. So yeah. Oh, you want me to quote you from last night?
I make fun of everyone behind their back. That's how you should do it.
I guess that's really how it should go, huh?
Yeah.
I've been doing. Are you telling me I've been doing it wrong this whole time, Jack?
You've been doing it wrong, Austin.
God damn it!
Do it behind their back.
Oh man.
But
Pretend to like them. That's what I do.
but I
Bradley,
will
tell
say
your
this-
boyfriend to get off me.
What?
Oh my god.
Hey! Everyone, chill. First of all, the only one with boyfriends here is me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the only one allowed to have boyfriends, and
Yeah.
you're all my boyfriends. There you go. Bro.
Oh.
You're all my. Yeah. But
Who's
only
date
one of
number
you is
8?
my lover. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
But I was gonna say this. So there's someone who did an interview recently, and who is a part of this whole Snyderverse and also part of the DCEU, and his character is a very integral character into the continuation of the Snyderverse and the DCEU. And his name is Joe Manganiello. He
Yes.
plays Deathstroke. Recently, he came out and said that he doesn't care anymore about playing. So I said, you got reprised the role of Deathstroke for the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Are you still optimistic that you'll get portrayed and more in depth down the line? He says, no, I let that go a while ago. So you have one actor already dropping out. The Snyderverse.
I love you, Bensons. You make me happy today.
The little Benson. I was gonna say little
Thanks,
Benson.
Austin, but it's a bit far for a cheeky popsicle.
I'll say this: the Snyderverse, it won't be able to be restored because Ben Affleck will be old, and
he turns 50 soon.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also by the time that Zach is probably done with Netflix, he'll probably be like 58, 60. So he's probably leaning towards more retirement. So, because right now he's like 55, and by the time he's done with Rebel Moon, Planet of the Dead, and all the other sequels and stuff with Rebel Moon and all that,
Yeah.
maybe he'll be done by then. By the time he's done with that, it's 3 to 4 years. So he'd be like 58, 59. So he's going to be at that age where he has a lot of work done and a lot of stress. And and even though Discovery's taken over AT&T and Warner Brothers, it doesn't mean that the new heads and him will still think alike and all that. Or maybe he's like, okay, I did 5 years at Netflix. Maybe it's time for me to rest. I took a 5-year rest before, and that helped me.
Yeah.
So let me take another 5-year rest. And maybe that 5-year rest might be his last 5-year rest, and actually maybe his time for retirement, where he's only a producer.
And the fact that Joe said that today is kind of a sign, because if anyone would have gotten a phone call like, hey, get ready, open your schedule, we're about to restore the Snyderverse, it would be Joe Manganiello. He plays a big role. Obviously, has seen the nightmare sequence, and for him to say that, I still have hope, but I don't know if all this, and by all this I mean this stuff right here, this.
Okay, I'll talk about that.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Not that one. The one before. The after
One before. Okay, yeah. So this one.
That one. Okay, So Clay Enos clarified on what this meant. When it says "let it begin," he meant
you guys are integrity.
I'm sorry. I just want to address this right now because he's going off in the chat.
I love you, integrity. Come here so I can kiss you.
Just real quick. Let's see. First of all, integrity, I'm cool with you. You just need to back down sometimes. You go too far. You start instigating stuff. You've been asking me to quote you last night when Saggy first got on Zod Rider's stream. The very first thing that you got in the chat and said to her was, "Hey, Saggy, you start any drama today?" So what do you think that's going to cause? You're a grown man. You're an adult. You should know that's probably going to lead to some drama. You're looking to instigate something. I don't really want to go into this anymore. Quote me. This isn't a quote. Dude, I'm not going to fight you. I can go back in the chat and find it. I'm not going to do. Other people saw it. There are other witnesses.
We're at 30.
I don't have to feel like I'm crazy. So I'm done with you, dude. Relax.
I'm just upset that integrity's causing drama other places and not here. I'm like, come on, man. This is where you're supposed to, remember when him and Benson used to puppy fight each other? I loved it. I mean, no, don't do that again. But yeah, integrity, we love you. We love you. We love you. But just bring it down. Bring it down. Except here. Bring it up. Bring it up here. But yeah, we have nothing against anyone here. We love all of you. Well, most of you. Some of you. I have a list. But yeah, go ahead, Caden. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I was gonna say this is him saying he's pressing play on the Snyder Cut, and he
Yeah.
gave a review after, basically 3 to 4 hours after, so confirming that this wasn't him saying let the Snyderverse begin or let this whole thing begin. He's saying the Snyder Cut that I'm watching on my TV screen or my theater at home is pressing play right now.
Yeah.
So
and then of course this happened. People were like, "Oh look, Ray Porter."
Ray Porter lets a bunch of tweets. Just saying.
Ray Porter has been on our show. Well, not on Pop Culture Corner. That doesn't mean like he's very engaged with fans. He likes stuff. Doesn't necessarily mean stuff. Now look, no one out of our team, probably me and Ty, the most want this to happen the most, and Austin really want the Snyderverse restored. But I also don't believe in giving false hope too. Yes, November is when Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. Sorry. And then Zack posted this. Everyone thought it was a clue. No, he's just celebrating the 18, 19, 20, 21, the 4-year anniversary of when his Justice League was supposed to have come out. Of course, we got the Whedon cut. And, I know a lot of also, because this happened, Commissioner Gordon is coming back, J.K. Simmons. So a lot of people are like, oh, it's clues. Maybe it is. Hey, look, maybe Warner Brothers or some people in Warner Brothers, I mean, this is going back to last year. There were accounts that there are some people in Warner Brothers who want the Snyderverse restored, and there are some who don't. And it's good that they brought J.K. Simmons back because this is easily a character they could recast. He was in like 3 minutes of one movie, But I think there is respect going towards the Snyder Cut. Patty Jenkins has given love to the Snyder Cut. She says, in my opinion, that is the canon version of the film. Sorry, this picture right here. This is the canon version of the film. Andy Muschietti apparently has a lot of respect. The Russo brothers over at Marvel have respect for this. So I still think there's a possibility. Does that possibility diminish as years go by? Absolutely. But look, Ben Affleck, who would have thought 1 year ago, sitting right here, by the way, it's been 1 year for me on Pop Culture Corner, that Ben Affleck would be returning as Batman. Sure, it's not a Zack Snyder project, but he's returning. Anything is possible. And I know we're hungry. We haven't heard any news since March, except an Ann Sarnoff article. But we as fans have to use critical thinking and not get emotional about this. Not get upset, not jump at each other when we pour some cold water on it. And it's not that we don't want it to happen. We want it to happen. But we don't want to become like those other channels like, I have inside sources.
And I'll just say this. I think it's funny because fucking people like Sam is saying bunch of petty people, the hosts especially. Dude, if you don't like it, don't listen. You don't got to listen. There's other people that I'm sure have your opinion that you can listen to. I think if it's getting annoying to you, trust me, it's getting annoying to me too. I'm probably going to be done talking about it after today because I already said.
I love how Leonardo just pouring gasoline on everything. Thank you, Leonardo, for that. He's like, ooh, fire! Pour gasoline.
Dude, I've let the chat go. Oh
my god! Why not just answer the chat? Don't be jelly, Leonardo. Uh-oh.
Get your personal grinder off of. Hey, man, people shoot their shot.
Yeah, and who knows? Zach might, Caden was saying, he might want to semi-retire. I mean, I don't think he'll retire as in stop making movies. Tarantino said he's done after 60. I hope that's not true, but that's his choice. But he might be a producer. He might play a role in the future DCEU. Maybe not as a director, but as a producer. I mean, I know he gets producers credits for even current movies, but like maybe he could help formulate whatever Justice League 2 is directed by someone else. He could be a producer in the same way Tim Burton produced Batman Forever.
Right.
And I'm welcome for all that. I want all that to happen, but I am also kind of interested to see what Rebel Moon is. He's got the writers from 300.
If we sound like children, come on here and sound like an adult because that's a rare thing for you too.
We all are children, and our father is Ty.
Tired of it.
Ty's our daddy, Papa, and we're all children. Here we go. Let us be calm. No, I like this. Look at the chat. You guys can't see, but right here above my head, we're at 25. They like violence. They like hate. What did I say earlier? I said hate brings in crowds. And Super Chats, folks, it is not too late to become a member and possibly win a $150 microphone. And I know what you're going to say. Hey, what if I have the microphone? What am I supposed to do with a $150 microphone? Well, you can.
I just want to see some tongue. I just want to see some. I'll pay for it.
get right on it and just
tongue it.
Oh, yeah.
I want that microphone. Resident Justice
I want that.
is the Gandhi of the nerd space.
Dude, it's true.
Must
I
say.
love RJ brings me calm every time I'm around RJ. RJ's good.
Yeah, but I am not going to be in Vegas, unfortunately. I will be watching it with my family. But we are doing a show from Showcase, folks. We're doing that again. It's going to be bigger. We're working. Ty has arranged something pretty cool with Showcase. We're going to be doing something cool with Showcase. But did you have trouble getting tickets, Austin, for Spider-Man?
No, because, one of two things. Number one, shout out RJ. He did all the work for me and bought my ticket for Friday night. So thanks, RJ. You're the best, man. For staying up late.
No, I don't.
Okay,
Anthony,
why do you think he doesn't show his picture? Because he has a Justice League poster behind him.
Aiden, you know you love Justice League, okay?
That's what I'd be looking forward to. I mean, I was going to say, if you run out of theater, we have girls just wearing Batman masks and nothing but Batman masks.
That's MSK. That's the start. So we're going to take him to the nerd bar where he'll ride the giant mechanical penis, and then we'll take him to the strip club. So his hips will be ready to go.
And the whole time, we're going to have In the Club by 50 Cent playing like dumb.
See, RJ going to bring it in now.
Whoa.
Caden, you got to explain yourself. I stayed up until 4 a.m. for Austin, Bradley, and Caden ain't even going now.
Okay. So I have to.
Caden's young. Like, guys, give him a break.
One thing, my parents, my dad.
You don't need parents, okay? Parents are overrated. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, me and my dad had a long talk about this, and he says he just doesn't feel like it's the time for me to go out like that.
Hey, Dad, I'm going to Las Vegas with about a bunch of 20-year-olds.
People that are 2 years.
You're my friend Caden, who ran my friend Austin, who rode a mechanical dick. Yeah, I'm going to be hanging out with him. And your dad's like, yeah, no. See, that's good parenting. Even my parents won't let me go, and I'm 34. They're not going to let me go. Like, no. You give us everyone number, we go with you. Like, my mom will come with me, and she likes staying outside the theater.
RJ, just give
Asian parents, man.
Just give it to a family member.
Well,
it's not going with you on Saturday.
We'll hold like a Mr. Beast YouTube video for it, RJ. We'll call it The Hunger Games for the No Way Home.
How about this? Anyone who shows up at Austin's Lollapalooza, Austin will take off his shirt and just flick his nipple ring during the entire movie. During the movie, keep doing this.
No.
When Toby shows up,
you want me to take off my shirt?
I'm saying during the movie.
Wait, now? You want to see the ring?
Not now.
Did you? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, guys.
Austin taking off his Pokemon sweatshirt.
Hey, it's a Justin Bieber sweatshirt, okay? They're very well made.
I got my No Way Home tickets for Thursday showing on 4 o'clock, so it's fine. It's fine.
No, Caden can get to Vegas, but he has no way home back.
Oh my god, that would be the case though. That would be the case though.
Yeah. Marlon, I love Marlon. Marlon's just like watching this entire drama unfold. He's like, I'm just gonna stay right here and just.
Right. Hey, sometimes that's what you gotta do. I understand.
He's pushing 30. Yeah, man, we're getting old. Well, I'm getting old quick. I feel like everyone else is still in their 20s, and somehow I'm getting close to 35.
I'm 20 next year.
That's crazy. Wow. I thought you were like, that's right, Caden. You're 18, 19. Yeah, you're going to be 20. I'm going to be 35 next year. My mom's like, why are you not married? Do you go to Vegas? No, I'm going to Vegas to get married.
Not today. I'm not having it.
Go, girl.
Austin's pushing 15 next year.
Austin, how old? I know you're like early 20s, right?
I am 48 years old.
48 years old, yeah.
Yes. No, I'm 24.
24. Okay. Well, so you're actually older than Justice is. I think Justice is like around that age. But yeah, no, I got my tickets. We're gonna go see it in IMAX. The whole family. I got good seats too. It wasn't like I got I got really good seats. We're gonna get nosebleed seats. We get deep dish pizza before the movie starts. There's a deep dish pizza right near the IMAX, and then we're all gonna go see it. My mom brings blankets because she always gets cold. And we're going to watch Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm excited. Do you guys want to transition and talk a little Spider-Man? We can still talk about Snyder Cut, but do you guys want to talk a little Spider-Man? Spider-Man.
Spidey-Man.
Yeah, I'm waiting for an okay from Austin.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead.
Let's talk.
Restore the Spider-Verse.
Restore the Spider-Verse.
Restore the Spider-Verse.
I think the fact that Toby and Andrew are going to be in this movie is now an absolute given. I mean, it seems so obvious. Have you guys have seen the photos? I've been circulating where it looks like Lizard and his head just goes this way. Obviously, they edited out someone. I'm excited. Look, everyone knows who watches our show, that I am not too happy with Marvel's stuff recently. But I gotta say, this has got me excited. As we're inching closer to Spider-Man No Way Home. This is a shot, by the way, where apparently Lizard gets kicked and there's no one there. Benson, you're seeing it 2 days before the U.S. sees it. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's great. Mm-hmm. Lucky bastard. Andrew is not in it. Tom.
He sees it the 15th, right? Is it the 15th?
Yeah.
Yep. So the 15th is 2 weeks from tomorrow. And wow, we're only 2 weeks away from this movie. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
And do you know that we're going to be finished with Hawkeye in 2 weeks as well?
Really? There's only 5 episodes?
It's 6 episodes, but it's going to be 5 weeks, basically.
Because they did 1 and 2 back to back. Oh, okay. But I think we officially might have a runtime. 1 hour, 148 minutes.
So that's 2 hours and 30 minutes around.
Yeah, around 2 hours and 30 minutes. And
because on Fandango and Adam it said 2:28, but then on another site it rounded up with the credits and stuff 2:30, 2:35. So
okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be
pretty. This is gonna be a long movie, and
it's the third longest MCU movie. It's the third
I guess Infinity War and Endgame obviously are longer, but yeah, dude, if you're gonna have an epic movie,
or fourth actually,
if you're gonna have an epic long movie, then give it to me. Give me a 3-hour movie. I hope The Flash is also like this, 2.5 hours, 2 hours 40 minutes. Right. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's what the Batman's looking like.
Now you say something, Austin.
240.
Huh?
I think Austin. I said now you say something, Austin.
Oh yeah, lots of Spider-Man. All the Spider-Man, they're all here.
Like I said, restore the Spider-Verse. Restore the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. So 128 minutes. I think this makes it next to. God, what was it? Infinity War? It's the third longest Marvel.
Yeah.
No, Eternals. Eternals was 2:30.
Oh, I still haven't seen that.
It's almost 2:40. Well,
I feel like that just kind of came and went. No one's talking about that. People are still talking about Shang-Chi.
Oh, I can tell you who's talking about it. Bradley's talking about it. It's his favorite movie of the year.
Really?
It's his favorite MCU movie. It's his all-time favorite. It's
in fact, hey, you can check out his ranking of it.
That
he did yesterday.
He puts in God tier. Yeah. And I was just wow, you put it really in God tier. But yeah, Bradley loves that movie. He also loves Black Widow.
Oh, really?
Loves Black Widow.
Yeah. This is the first Marvel movie. I'm just You know what I saw this weekend? I went to see Resident Evil instead of the Eternals.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
And you know what?
Oh no! Stop!
It was so schlocky, but I was I was entertained. I'm not a Resident Evil fan. I don't play the games that much. I like the ones with Mila Jovovich just because she is a specimen. But you know what? Whatever. I liked it. Green Arrow's brother was in it.
I saw Benson's comment, and he says, "I don't think Garfield is in the movie." And I was like, "When did we?" I was thinking Garfield the cat. I'm like, "When did he?"
Yeah, I think.
When did somebody say Garfield's going to show up?
Villains.
It's Garfield. Oh wait, Garfield played by Bill Murray. Oh wait, he won't be played by Bill Murray. He'll be played by Chris Pratt.
Oh god.
Right, yeah, Chris Pratt's just voicing everything now.
That Chris Pratt's not doing an Italian accent for Mario.
Yeah, Mario. It's me, Chris Pratt. But here we go. So I was actually on the phone with Caden when tickets went live, and it crashed everything. Fandango, AMC was not working for me that night. We've been wondering what's going to be that one movie, that big movie that's going to bring the movie theaters back. Yeah, and look, Fast and Furious had a pretty good run, but it would have been better. I know Omicron is coming, but I think people are going to risk it and go see Spider-Man No Way Home. Sick or no sick, COVID or no COVID, I know I'm going. What do you guys say? Adam Sylvester.
Well, I can tell you what. I know you asked, how our experience was, obviously, by the movie. Like I said, RJ was kind enough to get tickets. And on top of that, our good friend, and I know certain people were shocked, almost couldn't believe it. In a sense, they even said out loud on a tweet. I thought it was funny. And that was, but yeah, we rented out a theater.
How is that possible?
I know.
I thought it was going to be like $2,000.
Yeah, right. That's almost what I wanted to say. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun. So we rented out like our own private theater. And it's going to be RJ's coming in, Gavin Cooley's coming in, obviously William. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be really fun time. So that's also why I didn't have to worry too much about buying tickets.
I said Omicron. You guys have heard of Omicron yet?
No.
I heard about it yesterday when you mentioned it to me.
Yeah, the new variant, folks.
And then I heard Matt Jarbo talk about it last night. I was like, okay.
Yeah, there's a new variant called the Omicron variant. This is not a joke. This is the real thing.
And I heard it from I heard it from someone else, and they're like, "Oh, because people are blaming a certain group of people that it's their fault or whatever," and when it's not their fault or something like that. It's like some crazy nonsense.
Yeah, so it's a new variant.
Some people are saying it's not going to be because since it came from Africa, who didn't have the vaccines, it might not be as crazy as we think it is, but still might be crazy.
Yeah. Well, here's what I remember. They opened things up last summer, and then I remember because of the winter and spikes, they shut everything down around November, December. I hope that doesn't happen again.
They closed everything down like the first week, or the first or second week of November.
Yeah. I remember I stopped doing Quizzo. Everything got shut down, and that's also when I joined Pop Culture Corner. I'm not saying it's a coincidence, but anyway, sorry, I'm texting my mom.
Mommy? Hey, Mom! Mom!
Oh, my God.
Mommy! Mommy! Mama!
Mommy. Did you guys see the new, so speaking of the Omicron variant, because could you imagine between now and No Way Home, there's another lockdown? And the movie theaters are closed?
Dude, people
what the hell is going to happen?
People will riot. Disney will be forced to release it on streaming.
On Disney Plus. Yeah. I mean, could you imagine?
Oh, dude, there'll be people,
like, we got the Omicron virus coming on. Hey, man.
There'll be people outside the Sony gates, man, being like, give me the flash drive.
Yeah.
Dude,
we know it's somewhere going to be violent. It is going to be violent. Look, what do we got here? Last thing. They greenlit it for 3 more movies. Isn't that what we suggested, that they should do 3 more movies like months ago? And now it seems like Marvel and Sony watch our show and took our idea of doing 3 more of him as post-high school, college, and adulthood.
Yes. They did announce 3 more movies and stuff. Definitely a blow to William at the Sci-Fi Center, I know. But no, man, I think it's cool. I have a kind of a theory. This is definitely not confirmed in any way, shape, or form, but I would just personally like to see it, because they've talked about this next series being more mature, being different in tone, allowing Peter to grow and other things like that.
Peter loses his virginity on screen.
He's going to lose his virginity on screen. But I think it'd be kind of cool if this movie ends with, obviously, the multiverse. The villains came from those, some other universe and stuff. Yeah. Kind of cool if Tom is transferred into the Sony universe.
Yeah.
And now has to deal with.
I have always said that I think it's possible. Well, that Tom stays with Marvel and Sony. But then Sony's like, why don't we make the Amazing Spider-Man 3, or why don't we make Spider-Man 4?
Right. I think that's the thing. I think Venom 3 will be like Spider-Man and Tom Holland versus each other.
It has to be Tom, because you already have their Venom with Topher Grace.
Right. And then something will happen where he'll go back to Marvel and do his
Guys, calm down in the chat.
I just do think that, something's got to happen for it to be realistic that the cinematic version of Tom Hardy's Venom meets up with Tom Holland at some point, because we know that's what they're.
He shows up in this movie. There are some fans who are speculating that.
I do. I think he's going to be teased in this movie for sure. At least teased. I mean, we know he was teased at the end of Venom.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if for this guy to show up, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I think it's totally possible. I think this movie is going to be epic. I think you said it might be this phase of Civil War.
Anthony, do you mean into a trash universe? No.
To a trash universe. Oh my God.
I love Anthony.
Oh my God. Listen, let's how about this? Let's end it on a high note. I know we usually go a little bit longer, but today was kind of a crazy day, and I think we might have to continue this conversation on Thursday. What do you think?
Well, anything else? I will say this: I'm done talking about Snyder stuff. This was. I really was debating this morning, even if I wanted to do this. Look, I talked about it all weekend.
Yeah,
I said it all weekend. It's just for me, dude. It's just gone way too far. There's a reality to the situation that people are just trying to simply point out.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. And for some reason, it's being taken as we're attacking the people who want it, or we're attacking people who have hope. That's not at all what is happening.
I still want it.
Well, that's savage. Oh God.
That's Jaden, by the way, he's trolling today. So basically, folks, on Thursday we're going to start with more Snyder Cut talk.
I probably won't be here if that's the case. Honestly, I'm really...
I just wanted to address. I know you guys talked about it. I wanted to give my 2 cents.
No, and I wanted you to be able to. I know you haven't talked about it. So.
I would love for it to be restored. And look, merger finishes next year.
And yeah.
Who knows what that Discovery's like, hey, we need new IP, we need to make some money. What about the Snyder Cut thing? What is it? And conversations might start. That's how all these things start, with a phone call, with a conversation, and who knows what the future brings. And it's not as simple as just letting Zach back. Zach has certain circumstances he wants that he might not get. Ben Affleck has to be free. Gal has to be free. Jason has to be free. Joe Manganiello, who said today that he's kind of moved past it, he has to be free. You got to find Eisenberg back and shave his head again. A lot of things have to work out for it to come back, but we do hold out hope. So, all right, Caden, get that button ready. I want to thank everyone today. This might have been our biggest show. I think we had
we got over 30 people, man.
Yeah, 30 people. Yeah. 30 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. We'll be back Thursday. We're not done with Spider-Man yet. I'm sure we'll probably have something to talk about Spider-Man. Restore the Snyderverse. Keep it civil. Keep it civil. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Do not forget that Ty is doing a giveaway tonight around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 3 hours, or rather 2 hours and 50 minutes, 51 minutes, somewhere around there. And we'll be back. We always have new content. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Remember, folks, we do it for you, and we do it for the culture.